When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter.
And my name is Myron. They call me SNIFFY. My name Myron Johnson. They call me SNIFFY. They call me SNIFFY. My cousin is Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm here to give y'all a message. Y'all better leave my cousin alone. That's what y'all better do. My cousin Umar doing good work for y'all. Y'all some stupid ass niggas, man. Y'all ain't giving the man no money. Y'all think because y'all gave my cousin a little money, y'all think y'all own him. Y'all don't own a motherfucker that up in here. And y'all gonna be looking real stupid August the 2020 when my cousin opened up that school. He gonna be opening up that school, and them boys gonna be getting educated. He gonna be doing more than y'all dumb ass kids. That was y'all.
Not to be popular, it's just I'm inspired by my brother, that Reality Temple's brother, the most powerful voice on the internet, that real angel snubbing up 7. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, brother. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, brother. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
Good day, everybody. How are you? Morning Talks with Ro is right around the corner. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Who's ready for Morning Talks with Ro? Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. Are you ready? Morning Talks with Ro is right around
drop
the
in
corner.
and leave you with something tangible to work with and practice. Because some of the things you're going to hear, right, on a regular basis, but if you're not practicing it, it doesn't make it real. It doesn't settle in as wisdom, right? It doesn't serve you the way that it could serve you if you use the tools. You got to work this stuff. It's one thing to talk about it, right? It's one thing to be lip service. It's another thing to actually implement this into your life.
Where you at? Hey! Y'all ready to level up with Morning Talks with Ro? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Free your mind.
Before we get started on this rant, because basically it's going to be a rant, I would like to give a few seconds in respect and memoriam to our fallen soul brother, Nipsey Hussle. Okay. Like I've said before in prior videos, I really don't know this rapper. The latest rappers that I know of is people like Drake and Birdman, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, and recently I've learned about Cardi B. I don't know these people, but I don't wish harm on nobody, especially us, we who are the descendants of slaves born in America with African or Aboriginal ancestry. I don't wish no harm. I don't care whether you agree with what I say or disagree. I don't wish harm to none of us. It's not that serious. We have enough problems as is. And this brother shot down as a young man, 33 years old. It's a shame. And I see all the videos, the conspiracy and Nipsey Hussle murder decoded. All the spiritual, the conspiracies, and Nipsey Hussle was not the first person that died like this and won't be the last. This goes way back when I was a child. So I guess you was spiritual. I guess you was decoding way back then. Did your spirituality, did your decoding ass, did that set us out of slavery? No. It took a civil war among the races to have the slaves set loose, not free. Because you and I, we don't know nothing about freedom. We've been set loose, but not freedom. We don't know what that is. It's amazing to me. Instead of dealing with the serious issue of what is happening to us, we all out in la la land. Well, you see, Nipsey Hussle was 33 years old, and he died on the 31st day. Turn that around. That's the 13th, like Friday the 13th. That's a bad omen. All kinds of garbage, conspiracies, mess. It's the same crap that happens in our neighborhood all the time. All the time. Since I was a child. I heard some brothers on a video, we have to stop the violence. I've been hearing that ever since I was a little boy. Stop the violence. 50-something, that was 40, 50 years ago. I was hearing the same stuff when I was a child. Y'all doing the same thing. You have the same mentality, the same thoughts. It does not change anything. It makes you feel more comfortable. But you don't want to do really what's necessary in order to change this condition. And you are an adult. You are adults and you can't do no better than this. Get on YouTube videos and decode conspiracy and gossip. That's all you know how to do. And you don't even have the respect. At least I would, if you notice my channel is not monetized. The least you could do, I am going to demonetize these videos because I want to show that I really care and I support. It's not about money. But of course, Nipsey Hussle gets views. Gets views mean make money. And that's what it's all about. Making money. Donate to my Patreon. Click on my Cash App. Whatever other venue that y'all using, you begging ass. Go out and get a real damn job. You're a slave regardless. You're a slave whether you're making YouTube videos, selling bean pies, whatever the hell you doing. As long as you got that cracker face on that dollar bill, you a damn slave. You might feel good. I do for myself. I got my own business. Your own business that pay taxes to your enemy and benefits your enemy more than you do. Nipsey Hussle was an entrepreneur and he was doing things, but when it's all said and done, he's doing it under the rules and the laws of his enemy. The enemy controls Crenshaw. This is my hood. You don't own, look, Negro, y'all don't own a damn thing. My hood. You don't own nothing. Where's your deed? Where's your title? You don't control, you don't rule nothing. That did not belong to Nipsey Hussle or any of those folks there. And you don't even want it. You could get together and you could actually buy Harlem. You could buy Crenshaw. All these places, my hood. But you'd rather buy $200 tennis shoes, smoke, and drink, and other foolishness, and give all these people on YouTube that don't do a damn thing for nobody, give them your money instead of doing something for real. And you want to know something? Now, I could be incorrect. I could be wrong. But you want to know the number one person, and this, what's his name, this Eric Holder person? He might be guilty. He's a suspect. I don't know whether he's guilty or not. But the ones that I blame for all this happening to us is our leadership. And all those who are popular enough to influence the people, and you lead our people in the wrong direction, and you know it. But you're too arrogant, and you love the money and the booty and all the perks of people following behind your dumb ass. I blame this the so-called black conscious community. All this blackity black, first black, pro-black, black, unapologetically black, Kemet black, Hebrew Israelite black. I blame all of you for the death of Nipsey Hussle. You failed him. You fail us every day as a people. You have the nerve to come here and talk about me. I don't have thousands of followers. You have thousands and thousands of followers, and all of you are accomplishing nothing. You all pro-black and hate each other. I say that again. You all of you talking all this pro-black, love the black and the black and the black, and y'all hate each other. You hate each other with your melanin skin having ass. You don't give a damn about each other. I blame the black conscious community for the death of Nipsey Hussle. Why? Because they are the leadership. You are the leadership. You have the information. Oh, brother, you don't have the information. This is what they tell me. See, brother, you don't do your research. See, brother, you're not listening to the scholars. That's what they tell me all the time. Okay. So you have the information. You have the supreme wisdom. You have done your research. And you have the scholarship. So how has the community changed? How have you changed? Many of these people are nasty. They profane, they vile, they disrespectful. A bunch of idiots. You're not even a good human being at all. Regardless of color, you're not a good human being, period, anyway. Boastful. Well, you know, the melanin makes us supreme, and I'm a god, you know, arrogant, pompous, niggas, Negroes. And you're supposed to be leading and be the example of the community. This is why the people reject you, because they see that you're full of nonsense. They see that you're perpetrating a fraud. So you get a few hundred, you get a few thousand. Thousand ain't gonna do a damn thing. They will listen to your YouTube video, go to your debates, go to your speeches, but they ain't gonna do a damn thing because you don't have nothing really for them to do. And they don't want to do nothing because they just as wacky as your happy ass is. All of y'all black conscious folk is fakes and frauds. You woke. You woke, you conscious. That means you better than me because I'm dead. I'm still asleep. But are you producing life? No. What are you doing for yourself? Nothing. You're a slave Negro just like I am. You're a slave Negro just like all the other people that's supposed to be asleep. You just asleep. If you're not asleep, that means you're moving around your activity. Your only activity is making YouTube videos, DVDs, and lectures and pretty speeches. And what little you do, it don't mean nothing. It was not enough to save the life of Nipsey Hussle. Because really, that did not have to happen. Oh, we need to build a nation. How long is it going to take? You've been building a nation ever since the Nation of Islam. Where's the nation at? If you build it, what they say, if you build it, they shall come. So build it. You have a lot of help. You have the money. All these folks are just throwing you money. Super chat, GoFundMe, checking money order. They're giving you the money. They're giving you all that. Where is this nation at? You have the information. You got the scholarship. You got the research. You got all this. You better than all the other. You better than all the 40 to 70 million in this country, and still don't have a pot to piss in. All this knowledge, all this understanding. You beg for money every day. That's all y'all do. Bunch of professional beggars. And producing what? Now, if you're producing, okay, I can see. We see that you drive fancy cars made by the white man. We see that you make DVDs manufactured by white people. Movie screens owned by white folks. Everything about you is the white man with your black conscious African, unapologetically black. Umar Johnson buying a school. Where he buy the school from? Did he buy the school from black people? I can guarantee you he got the school from white folks. With your African, unapologetically black, I'm a relative of Frederick Douglass ass. Y'all so fraud and fakes. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Why don't you sit back and chill out and listen to other voices? But you're fakes and you're frauds. The black conscious community is an enemy to black people. Soul brothers and sisters, it's an enemy. Because their mindset is delusional. They live in the past. They think this is the 1960s. The things they talking about, how they think, how they move, how they groove, don't work. They keep trying to put a square peg in a round hole, and y'all falling, licking up their backside because it makes you feel good. And so there would be more Nipsey Hussles. There would be more female Nipsey Hussles.
Free your mind.
I want to talk about the Nation of Islam. Oh, there he goes again. Nation of Islam, talking about the Muslim, gonna talk about Farrakhan. Ya dang Skippy. You dang Skippy. I can do that because I gave 9 years. So you cannot say, instead of talking about people, you should try to help. I helped for 9 years. And what did I get? Well, I'll tell you what I got. I'm not going to say I didn't get nothing. I got some burned up bean pie, and I was able to sleep on pickle barrels. Some of the best sleeping accommodations the world could provide. That's what I got for 9 years under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And quite honestly, when I got away from all that leeching, my life became much, much better. Giving my money, giving my time a waste on a road to nowhere. And you're going to find out that it's a road to nowhere. 40 years, you have not accomplished nothing. And let me say this. I'll tell you another reason why I need to talk about this nation of Islam is because you are so arrogant. You think you know it all, the supreme wisdom. You so damn smart. You so intelligent. You don't do nothing wrong. Well, you need to look and have a look at the man in the mirror because you're not perfect. You don't have the supreme wisdom. You're not as smart as you think that you are. You're not as brave. All these things, this false picture that you're painting, you are none of it. It is delusional. Let's start off by talking about this nation of Islam. Or we a nation within a nation. You are not a nation in a nation. You are not a nation. Recognized by who? Are you in the United Nations? What other country recognize you as a nation? The Nation of Islam is a religious organization. Always have and always will be. Matter of fact, you will even hear them say, we are trying to build a nation. When we become a nation, if you're a nation living in a nation, then how are you trying when we build a nation? We're striving to see you contradict yourself. You're not even listening to the things that you're talking about. And you know something? After 80 years, you should be a nation. All the money you begged for, not worked for, you've been begging, just like any other church, for money for 80 years. You're a bunch of professional beggars. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this in a speech. My followers take good care of me. He did not say, my followers, we take care of each other. He did not say that. Y'all some dumb ass people. I'm sorry. No disrespect, but y'all dumb as hell. Do you see what, he said, my followers. I wish I could get that clip, but you already know it. He said, my followers take good care of me. And of course, Louis Farrakhan is a English major college dropout, but he understands what English means. What does it mean when somebody said, my followers take care of me? Me. He did not say, we take care of each other. My followers, we take care of the Nation of Islam. All of our members take care of me. He said, I'm the most free man in the world. What about you? What about you? Can you say that? Giving your money, taking care of this man and his family, and all these other folks in this inner circle that don't have to get up and go to work, that don't do a damn thing. What do they do? What do they do? This inner circle, except live off the welfare of the begging that Louis Farrakhan do day in and day out for the last 40 years. And Elijah Muhammad wasn't any different. Money corrupts. Power corrupts. Can't you see that you're dealing with people who have become corrupted? In the beginning, they might have had good intent. But when the money start rolling in, when the honor and the praise start rolling in, and all the women want to give you all the booty you can handle start rolling in, folks start to change. Elijah Muhammad, I wasn't there, but I was told that Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm X, you made me, again, the word me, you made me a very wealthy man. He did not say, Malcolm, you made the Nation of Islam wealthy. You did this for us and our members, the believers. No, you made me a wealthy man. And who was the one that benefited from all this wealth? Elijah Muhammad, his wife and children, and those who were, again, in the inner circle. Now, Malcolm X is the one who is causing this wealth, and Malcolm X was murdered and died broke. He didn't have nothing. And this is another thing about the Nation of Islam, is that you keep talking about do for self. Black man do for self. Black man and woman do for self. How are you doing for self? And only thing that you do is beg for money. They just had Savior's Day 2019. And I watched all these folks, just thousands, of just giving money, begging. To do what? What you want this money for? Begging for money. So you can make me wealthy. Louis Farrakhan, Savior's Day, was talking about how all these world leaders respect him and gave him all these gifts. Gave him. He did not say, well, I represent us. Look what they gave us. He did not say that. He's shown all these gifts and said, look what they gave me. Look what they think about me. It's all about me. I'm a wealthy person. What about you? Well, brother, this is what they tell me. Well, brother, you know you got to go out and get your own. You don't do all the begging to give to Elijah Muhammad, all this begging to give to Louis Farrakhan. You working for another man. That is unnatural. You're not even working for the group. If you can do all this by yourself, what you need Farrakhan for? If you can do all this by yourself, what you need Elijah Muhammad for? Why you need to pray to Master Farad Muhammad for? If you got to do all this by yourself. The purpose of the Nation of Islam is to organize. To organize and everybody help one another so we can rise together. But that, as you can see, that's not the purpose. Only a certain group of folks actually benefit from the activity of all this begging that's going on. Professional beggars. If you're talking about doing for self, why do you have to beg? Just do for self. Make your bean pie, use the profit. Use the profit and do what you got to do. But they constantly are a bunch of professional beggars. And if you have God on your side, what you need to beg for money for? Let your God provide. What you need my money for? What you asking me for $1 for? Get it from your God. If your God can create the heavens and the earth and control the earthquakes and the tornadoes and all, I'm pretty sure your God should be able to give you $5 million. Easy. You shouldn't have to be out here begging with a bow tie on. A fancy beggar. You ain't no different than a church. Then you have to talk about what they do in the Christian church and how the pastors live. I remember when Farrakhan had suits out of the pawn shop. Now it's $1,000 suits. And what do the members? Now, if Farrakhan has become successful, you would think those who are under him, that's been around him for the last 40 years, they should be driving fancy cars and $1,000 suits just like him, right? Well, I know some people personally who have been around for the last 40 years, and they don't live like Farrakhan. They just steady giving this man money. Oh, y'all so stupid. I don't want to say it like that, but y'all so stupid. Oh. And then the Nation of Islam always talking about separation. Give us some states. Separation. The Nation of Islam, even when Elijah Muhammad was here, talk all that separation stuff, never tried to separate. Never had a town, never control a neighborhood or a city or a state or nothing. But we need to separate. Never tried. Got plenty of money. Money is not a problem. So why don't you separate? Since that's what you're talking about, why don't you separate it? And really, become this nation in a nation, recognized by the federal government. It's all feel-good rhetoric. It's all bull doo-doo. It's all bull doo-doo. I feel sorry for the children who depend on their parents for guidance and for protection. And y'all falling for the old okie doke. If you listen and watch the movies of our brother Omar Shabazz, you will see that the Nation of Islam was originally created not to be some type of black liberation religious sect. The sole purpose of the Nation of Islam was a money scheme by Fard Muhammad. And it still continues today. When you look on YouTube, you got people making up new types of religion and spirituality all the time. And there we go. There we go. That's all it takes. We always fall for the old okie doke. The only thing you got to do is put God. Let me tell you, I know this for a fact. The only thing I have to do is put in God in this temple, that I believe in God, and my subscribers and everything will start blowing up overnight. That's all I need to become spiritual, because that's the hook. That's the bait that get y'all all what's the word I'm looking for? That's the bait. And then you add this blackity black stuff. We looking out for the black people. But just like any church, when you look at the Nation of Islam, who are the real beneficiaries? Now, of course, somebody like Brother Ben X or Rizza Islam, they're going to make excuses. Well, you know, we all, again, it goes back. If I got to do it myself, what I need Farrakhan for? Well, he's for spiritual understanding, because you too damn dumb. That's all you telling me. You are nothing but a blind follower. You're too damn dumb. And your God plays favorites. Why is God giving Farrakhan all the information and giving you nothing? Follow Farrakhan. You are a sheep. You don't have no sense. Don't tell me I'm degrading or making mockery. You're doing that to yourself. I don't have nothing to do with it. The only thing I am is a man in the mirror. All this money, what does the Nation of Islam do? What do you do for your members? What do you do for the community? Nothing. They're doing nothing. Some tiddlywink stuff. You're getting thousands, millions and millions of dollars. You have a lot of influence, and you are producing absolutely nothing except the greatest show on earth.
Free your mind.
I do not care who you fall in love with. Those of you who are descendants of slaves born in America, having dark skin with African or Aboriginal ancestry, and you are married or you are dating or you find some kind of romantic connection to Caucasian people, which I don't understand, but if that's your thing, so be it. I still love you. I still respect you, but I'm like Hall and Oates. I'm not down for that. I'm just not into that. What's that song? Hall and Oates? I'm not down for that. I'm not into that. I think that's the way the song goes. I'm very suspicious of what we call interracial relationships. First of all, it's unnatural for you to want to fall in love and romance a people who have a history. I don't care if they never participated. These are the children of people who done very heinous crimes against your ancestors. And matter of fact, they have not stopped. This group of people still doing the same thing, and you fall in love with them. You fall in love with them after all the lynchings, all the housing discrimination, employment discrimination, the lynchings, the murder, the slavery, and you fall in love. See, that's, to me, really, that's a, what's the word? That's a treason, a betrayal of your ancestors. How could you fall in love with the son of the man that raped your grandmother, castrated your fathers? I don't understand that type of thinking. But if you understand that these people have only known slavery, it reminds me of a dog. Some of these dogs, not all these dogs, because some of these dogs don't play that. It reminds me of a dog. You can take your dog, slap your dog, kick your dog, and then next thing you know, the dog act like it forget all about it. That's how we are. Descendants of slaves born in America, that's how we are. All these things these Peckerwoods have done to us, these crackers, these demons, these racists, whatever you want to call them, all the things they have done to us, and we act like, oh, it don't mean, that was a long time ago. You're a damn lie. Physical slaves were actually still alive in the 1930s, and the last child of a physical slave died in 2002. That's not a long time ago, but that's your justification because you're a pitiful piece of trash who don't give a damn about the suffering of your ancestors because you need some booty. You need some ding-ding, whatever you're after. You got to have it love. I don't want to be by myself. So out of all the people in the world, you got to find you a Peckerwood, really. Like I said, that's what you want to do, so be it. It's all right. But I question, I don't watch a lot of television, vision. I wonder and I question television. I don't watch a whole lot of it. But I notice the commercials and the TV programs, there is a purposeful intent to promote this interracial crap between pink people and soul brothers and sisters. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Because unless there's some kind of benefit to them, because you don't control the media. You don't control television, radio, and all these different things. You don't control that. So why would these people do that? If it was a detriment, I very much doubt that they would be involved in this type of activity. Why are they promoting? It reminds me of the snapping turtle. See, interracial relationships, this interracial garbage, it gives you the illusion like you are included, like you have been accepted, like you're part of the society. It reminds me of a snapping turtle. That little worm-looking thing in the snapping turtle's mouth, and the fish think that is real. The fish think that is a worm. The fish think that is real. You think because white folks smile in your face, you think because white folks shake your hand, you think because white folks give you a little ding-a-ling, give you a little vagina, you think that you made it. You think that white folks, because they might allow you to have a little money, you think that you have been accepted into their society, that they love you. It's nothing but bait for something bigger. It's false. Like that little worm in the snapping turtle's mouth. Until you get close enough, and then you end up dead. Like a suicide bomber. A suicide bomber wants to get close to you. See, interracial, all this type of activity, they want you to get close to them. A suicide bomber. For what? So I can kill you. To make it easy. Make it easy to murder you, to kill you. So you would dress up like an ordinary person. You would be kind, you would be sweet, and you have a lot of dynamite and nitro on you. And this is another thing. Men, I don't care what man you are. I don't care if you're Caucasian, soul brother, an Indian or whatever you want, a Chinese or some Asian, it is unnatural for a man to want to be part of some type of interracial relationship, because the nature of the man supposed to be, unless you have been destroyed as a man, because you will not see this in nature. When you look at the blackbird, there are all types of blackbirds. But this blackbird stays with that blackbird. This blackbird stays with that blackbird. They do not intermingle. They do not intermix. They don't do that. There's a reason for that. And a male is only concerned with the strength and the life of his own DNA. A blackbird, a male blackbird, has no interest in a female red-winged blackbird, because if they bring that together, that dilutes his DNA. A man does not want his DNA diluted. He wants the strongest, and even the female. The female is supposed to be looking for the strongest male she can find in order so they can produce the strongest offspring. That gives us our answer. The reason why the so-called Negro in America, the reason why we are not strong like we should be, the reason why we don't carry ourselves the way we should be, the reason why we're supposed to have freedom, but we don't act free like we should be, is because we carry this weak DNA pool. And we make ourselves even weaker because we think that is a good thing, because I'm lonely. Terry, I'm lonely. So I don't want my Terry. I don't want this. I want to go find me some outsider and make it. And you say, and so maybe it's true when they say that the Negro is a weak race. When you dilute your DNA and you gambling, you putting all these DNA stuff together, and you wonder why your children have all these different genetic problems. How many of y'all like to drink soda? Now, you have 7-Up, and you have Pepsi and Coca-Cola, you got Sprite or whatever these different sodas is. What happens when you mix all that stuff up? Now, some people might like that. Oh, that tastes good. But that don't taste good. There's a reason why it's separated. There's a reason why. Because once you dilute Sprite, it's no longer Sprite. Once you dilute Coca-Cola, that's not Coca-Cola no more. It's some kind of mess. And that's what you have, dealing with this interracial stuff. And a lot of these children, we call them mulattoes, that's what they feel like. They feel like a mess, confused mess, because they don't know really what to belong to. And it's because we're not acting in a natural sense. There should be no confusion. A child should not have to be confused. A people should not have to be confused. There's a reason why. There's a reason why this is promoted. And the reason why, chances are, is to cause you death. So here I am, a successful black man, and I marry a white woman. So who benefits? The beneficiary is the Caucasian people. Who's the one who is already the beneficiary? The Caucasian people. So any little thing that could help your own people, your own species, goes to somebody else. And you dilute not only the DNA, but you dilute the economic wealth. Whatever that can come to your own people, yourself, you make weaker and weaker and weaker. And so, just like many of you say, it's an activity of genocide. You can cause genocide by actually lining people up, murdering them, throw them in mass graves. But also, it would be much easier if they voluntarily fall in love with you, and they take the bait, that if they mix their gene pool with you, that everything is going to be all right. Everything. And really what it is, since all of your wealth is going back to your enemy, basically what is happening is it's a slick way of causing a condition of slavery. Because a slave lives to benefit his or her slave master. So if all our economics is, if the male is not giving all his life to her, and she is not giving all her life to me, it's going outside of us. We're not working for ourselves. We're working for others. Then you are making a slave out of yourself. Because the life of a slave benefits his or her master. So the money of Michael Jordan does not go back to his own people. It goes to his wife, his Caucasian wife, goes to her community. It does not do nothing for his own people, his own family. All these things. Michael Jackson, he could have adopted soul children, but he decided to have these Caucasian children, and all his wealth, all of it goes back to Caucasian people. So basically what we are doing with a smile on our face, because we need love. Black folks don't look. I would rather be by myself. If I can't have you, I would rather be by myself. I don't need no vagina that bad. I'm loyal to us. And if I can't be with us, I would rather us go extinct. I'm not interested in participating in this death trap, because that's what it is. It's a death trap. But this is expected because you and I, we have been made an unnatural people. Everything that we do is unnatural. And there's a reason why somebody would actually promote this when it's unnatural. They would promote this because it benefits them. Believe me, if it did not benefit them, the racists, they would not do it. All these commercials, you got black men kissing on white women and white women kissing on black men, and they all hugged and lovey-dovey like everything is all right when it's not.
Free your mind.
And white America. But that would not be the case for us. And so you have many men who want to go back to a time when, you remember, it was an old joke Eddie Murphy done. And Eddie Murphy, I'm not good as Eddie Murphy. I'm just gonna go through this real quick. Eddie Murphy said, you remember there was a time, you know, like what it was back in the 1950s. Remember, you could slap a woman and get away with it. You know, you just be driving down the road with your woman, and y'all have an argument, and she talk about, I'm getting ready to get out of the car, and the only thing the man had to do was say, it's not gonna be none of that. You just, you know, just sit yourself right there. There was a time when you could hit a woman and get away with it. You know, y'all arguing again, driving the car, and she pissed you off. The only thing you had to do is go, ah! The only thing she did was cry. I hate to do that. I really did. But you crossed the line, baby. That's what black men want. That's what Caucasian men want. That's what men want. They want to go back. Let's make America great again. You can slap the woman Only thing she do is cry. I'll do better. See, that's what you want. But you upset because times have changed. Times are changing. So you driving down the road and she pissed you off in 2019. And I mean, you can slap her. Ah! I hate to do that, baby. But you know you crossed the line, okay? Now, just chill out. I understand. I understand. When we getting home? We'll be home in just a minute. Just chill out. Okay. You are sleepy and tired, aren't you? Yeah, I am. So you getting ready to go to sleep, right? Why you asking? Why you want to know when I'm gonna go to sleep? I was just curious. I just want to make sure you get your rest. That's all. I just want to make sure you get your rest. You got a lot of hammers and knives and things in the. I think, you know, look, I think we're getting ready to end this conversation. I'm gonna drop you off at the house, and I think I'm going to a hotel tonight. See, that's that's what you want. Women aren't taking what they used to take. Back in the day, because of religion, many of these women were in these long-term marriages and they were suffering. But the Bible says that God don't like divorce. So for the sake of God, so for the sake of the children, and matter of fact, I even heard, well, I didn't hear, but there was an article when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. The only reason why Beyonce say that she did not leave Jay-Z for the sake of the children. Back in the day, there was less opportunities for women. Women were not allowed to have employment like men. And even to this day, women are underpaid, doing the same types of jobs that men do, things of that nature. But it makes no difference. Women aren't taking that garbage from men like they used to. You cheat on her, she'll cheat on you back, she'll dump you, sue you for everything that you got real fast. That's what these guys want. When we talk about male-female relationship, these guys want domination. They want a slave. So you have corrupt human beings. And we have personal problems. We are materialistic. We're envious. We're jealous. We have anger management problems. We as human beings have problems, and you trying to interact with another human being that's messed up. And you don't want to admit that something is wrong with you, and I don't want to admit that something is wrong with me. So you have both of these people brought together by nature, because it's natural for a man and woman to come together, but we're not going to stay together like that because mentally we got some problems here. But if you make a better human being, then you have a better relationship between the male and the female. When you get rid of racism and sexism and all these things that make us mentally sick, then that relationship between male and female becomes much better. Get those wacky, delusional ways that we think about each other because of religion. They interfere with proper male-female relationship. So my thing is trying to make things more natural, getting rid of those things that interfere with the natural coming together of male and female. And then you don't have to worry about all this male-female relationship because nature takes care of itself. We have things that's unnatural that's interfering with nature. These men like being in that dominant position. as long as they have a penis, they believe they're supposed to have this and they are entitled. Any woman they see, I have a penis, I should be able to have her. No woman should say no. Let's make America great again. Let's make America great again. Let's keep the Negroes need to get back into their place. Know your place. That's what you basically tell the woman. Know your place. And you'll never have a real relationship. It'll be false. There are many thousands, if not millions of women in marriages and in relationships right now. They are not happy. They are not happy because it's one-sided. If everything favors the male, we know this. And then you have a certain group of sisters and women, I'm not going for it no more. Now the male gets upset because he loves that position. He loves these privileges. Just like the Caucasian people in this nation, they love their privileges. They love their advantage of having everything favorite them. It's the same thing. Now, these black males, soul brothers, they will complain about how these Caucasian people, how they treat them and how everything is unjust. But when they do the same thing to soul sisters, they don't see nothing wrong with it. Because the Bible says, I'm the head of household. But